Agentic AI allows software to capture value directly from human labor, effectively absorbing manual tasks into digital architecture. This maps the global labor pool. Out of a $50 to $60 trillion total labor value, $15 to $20 trillion of tasks are addressable by agentic AI. This filters down into a $3 trillion application layer value pool for software companies. Legacy software platforms currently hold the proprietary data and the distribution channels required to capture this market. Yet, in high-stakes enterprise pilots, AI-native startups are consistently outmaneuvering these established players. While startups build natively for agentic workflows, many incumbents are attempting to layer large language model chatbots onto slow, legacy user interfaces. Distribution moats and data silos cannot protect a vendor if the fundamental software architecture is anchored to the past. Financial markets across the globe are beginning to accurately price in this architectural disadvantage. The software sell-off in February of 2026 marked a clear inflection point in investor confidence. It reflects a belief among investors that legacy SaaS providers will fail to reinvent their core offerings. This market reaction is validated by shifts in enterprise IT spending. This tracks expected IT spend changes for 2026. While overall tech budgets are expanding, 80% of respondents intend to increase spend on AI and related enablers. Contrast that with traditional drivers like ERP, CRM, and collaboration tools, where spend intent is stagnant or decreasing. Adding premium AI features to these legacy platforms has not been enough to reverse the spending exodus. To maintain relevance, incumbents are being forced to structurally bifurcate their existing operations to compete as AI natives. Managing this transition involves a strategy called P&L bifurcation. This matrix shows a Rule of 40 company splitting into two ledgers. The first mandate is to reshape the core gray block, the legacy SaaS business. By using AI internally to optimize research and go-to-market functions, the company expands its operating margin to 43%. Reshaping these internal functions can drive up to a 20-point improvement in EBITDA. This newly freed capital serves as the funding engine for the second half of the mandate. The Invent mandate involves ring-fencing a dedicated AI startup unit entirely within the corporate structure. This unit is separated from the core P&L to protect it from the margin expectations of the legacy business. Building agentic enterprise software requires heavy, sustained R&D investment that closely mirrors the profile of a venture-backed startup. Incumbents can only build disruptive AI if they protect the Invent unit from the bureaucracy of the Reshape core. Resistance to this split often stems from the fact that AI application unit economics look different than traditional SaaS. This P&L comparison shows the gap. While traditional SaaS carries an 85% gross margin, a scaling AI business operates closer to 60%. The margin compression is driven by higher inference and intelligence costs, which push R&D from 20% to 30% of revenue. Enterprise applications relying on frontier models may not return to the 90% margin profile of legacy software. There is also a misconception regarding AI employee headcount. High-profile prosumer AI startups frequently achieve massive revenue with very small teams. This chart maps 2025 revenue per employee across software sectors. The prosumer sector produces outliers, generating over $3 million per employee. Enterprise AI is different. These firms max out around $450,000 per employee, matching legacy public SaaS. Complex B2B sales, system integrations, and security requirements still require real headcount, regardless of the product type. Ultimately, long-term success in enterprise AI depends heavily on building models around realistic and sustainable enterprise staffing metrics. Navigating margin compression requires a change in how software is priced. This comparison tracks the shift from the SaaS playbook to the AI applications playbook. The rigid seat-based model is giving way to usage-based and hybrid pricing. Because AI costs scale with computation, vendors are aligning their pricing with actual consumption. This changes the role of the sales team. In the AI model, most value is delivered post-sale. In traditional SaaS, the bulk of financial value is secured when the multi-year contract is signed. AI platforms require constant monitoring of usage metrics, as renewal value fluctuates based on continuous computational demand. Attempting to set high-cost computational tasks into a flat-rate seat license creates a fundamental misalignment in monetization. The final payoff of this structural transformation is a shift in the company's growth trajectory. A successful Invent unit allows the incumbent to cross-sell new capabilities back into its legacy customer base. This stacked bar graph projects the revenue over 5 years. The dark Invent revenue scales on top of the established SaaS baseline. This drives a significant uplift in annual contract value, moving toward a 2x multiplier by year 5. Using an optimized core to fund a high-growth edge transforms the company's total financial profile. The organization moves from a stagnant baseline into an entity capable of compounding growth. The final result is a transition from a legacy Rule of 40 company to a Rule of 60 entity. While AI disrupts traditional Zeta economics, executives who aggressively bifurcate their P&L can reinvent their platforms before they are displaced.